Now to Israel, and the Supreme Court has struck down a controversial law that formed part of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's judicial overhaul. The court said the law, which was designed to limit judicial powers, would seriously damage the country's democratic character. The ruling could now trigger a political crisis amid the war with Hamas. Let's get to Elliot Gotkin in Tel Aviv for more on this. It would only trigger a political crisis if the Prime Minister or the government decided that they wouldn't stand by the Supreme Court's decision on that. Elliot, how likely is that in light of what is perhaps the bigger issue and has been since October the 7th, and that's the war with Hamas?
Julia, I mean, as you say, this is an incredibly controversial decision, and before those terrorist attacks of Hamas on October the 7th and the war with Hamas in the Gaza Strip, this was the only thing that we were talking about. Every single week, tens of thousands of people out on the streets protesting this government's judicial overhaul. And it had a number of elements to it, but the first and only element that got passed was this so-called amendment to a basic law, the equivalent, but the closest thing Israel has to a constitution, which was called the reasonableness law. Effectively, they stripped the Supreme Court of its ability to strike down decisions made by the government on the grounds of reasonableness. And I'll give you one example. The government tried to get a man called Aryeh Deri made a minister, but he'd been convicted 3 times, most recently of tax fraud. The Supreme Court said, no, you can't make him a minister. To do so is unreasonable based on his previous convictions. But when we interviewed Prime Minister Netanyahu, when he spoke with Wolf Blitzer, and Wolf asked him very specifically, would you abide by a ruling by the Supreme Court that would strike down this reasonableness bill, this part of your judicial overhaul? Well, Netanyahu didn't give anything away.
Looking ahead to September, when Israel's Supreme Court will hear appeals to this new law, if the court does strike this down, will you abide by that ruling?
Well, look, we'll go into uncharted territory, and I really would like to believe that they won't do that. And the reason is that, first of all, we're all subject to the rule of law. The Prime Minister is subject to the rule of law. The Knesset, our parliament, is subject to the rule of law. The judges are subject to the law. Everybody is subject to the law. Now, the closest thing we have to a constitution are basic laws. That's what we're dealing with. And what you're talking about is a situation, a potential situation, where in American terms, the United States Supreme Court would take a constitutional amendment and say that it's unconstitutional. That's the kind of the kind of spiral that you're talking about, and I hope we don't get to that.
Now, to be fair, and I won't go into all the details, Netanyahu was kind of comparing apples with oranges in terms of the setup here with the divisions between the judiciary and the government. You know, there's no upper house of parliament here, and, you know, it's not quite the same thing. And now we are in this position where, interestingly enough, we've had comment from Netanyahu's Justice Minister, Yariv Levin. He was the architect of this judicial overhaul. We've heard who has assailed the court for the timing of its decision, even though the timing of the decision was beyond the court's powers to decide when it had to issue this ruling. We've heard from far-right Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir saying that this ruling is illegal and undemocratic. And we've heard from Benny Gantz, who's now in the war cabinet, was one of the opposition leaders, saying that this verdict must be respected. And let's not forget all of the divisions that this judicial overhaul was sowing before October the 7th, and reiterating that we are all brothers and we have a shared destiny. But there's one person missing from this conversation, Julia. The one person we've yet to hear from in response to the Supreme Court ruling earlier this evening is the Prime Minister himself.
Yeah, and we'll certainly have to wait and hear what we say from him. But I think the most important part of context of that conversation snippet that you showed there was the date, July 27th. Obviously, it's a very different environment now with what's going on with the war on Hamas than it was back in July 27th of last year. We'll see when we hear from the Prime Minister. For now, Elliot, thank you.